Black wealth.
Yeah, black wealth. The reason why I think that there's not so much black wealth in the United States as we should have is mainly because when we do have businesses and that thrive and are very successful, the first thing that we do is sell them off. That's what I think. And like, think of BET, for example. I mean, it was owned by a black guy. He sold it to Viacom. Now, that deal for him was well worth it, I guess, but we have to think about generations behind him. Like, what about his kids, like 5 generations from now? They won't have anything to fall back on except for cash or anything else. Like, hopefully he has another business that's going and that'll turn out to be just as successful, but if not...
It's kind of like what we've been taught, basically. You know, when you speak to your elders...
But yeah, you're right. But in order for that to happen, the past generation has to leave a building block, something to build off of to get to that plateau. It doesn't make any sense for like us to start over every time.
That's all. That's been the blueprint right there.
That's a failed blueprint. It needs to be scrapped, thrown away, ripped to shreds, and we need to start over.
I mean, but it's just like what you said with the Viacom keg, you know, with Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill, yeah, he sold BET. I'm sure it was for, you know, a large sum of money. I mean, it could have been for 2 reasons. One, yeah, it could have been for a certain amount of money for, you know, which was gained in his purpose, or on the other end, you know, we gave it to Viacom because there's bigger distribution.
He was on cable TV. There's no bigger distribution than that. Back then, when he ran BET, we had so much better stuff. We had Tavis Smiley show. We had a wider avenue of hip hop and R&B. That's when we had underground hip hop still thriving, still doing well.
Yeah, but think about how much work that probably was for him. And probably like, you know, he's still over there running a certain part of BET.
What he should have done was find somebody to be his successor to pass it on down to somebody else, instead of selling it off so that way it can be rape schooled and turned into MTV Junior.
I get, yeah, you're right, and that's why. I mean, this is just my opinion. I feel like the blacks these days that I do see, we're not going to do as much to get as far. You know, we do only so much to get by. Opposed to a Hispanic person, they work. And they're actually brought over they come over into this country, to America, for better opportunity. So when they do get here, they invest their money. Well, as opposed to, you know, us blacks, when we work, we get our money. We go spend this shit on 24-inch rims. We flashing. You know,
absolutely
we're showing the shit. It's like we're living for the moment and not for the, you know.
I mean, that's exactly what the problem is. Black people are living in the moment rather than thinking about future generations behind. I mean, think about other races that are in America. You have Chinese people. They have this close-knit family, and they keep building wealth together until they're able to send their kids off to college and do things like that in order to have like better lives for the future generations. Same thing with Mexicans. They do the same thing. They had that tight-knit family thing going. They keep on building wealth so they can so they can set something up for the next generation. What people haven't done in the black community is just what you said.
I think a lot of people they take that shit to heart when somebody says, you know, you only live once, or, you know, it's just money, nigga, spend that shit. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the problem, though. It's not just money.
But it is. Well, it is just money.
It is just money, but if you put that money away, put it into something that's useful, something that's tangible, something that you can pass down.
But you can't take it with you when you go.
Yeah, but you can give it to somebody else behind you who can use it.
But who? That's the.
We're not thinking about our future generations. We're living for now. I think that slave mentality. Like, okay, my kid is not going to have much. He's going to have the same crummy life as I'm going to have. So I might as well do what I'm going to do what I got to do me, instead of doing for little her or little him.
Well, because it's like, you know, they've worked so hard throughout their life. Of course, you know, you only live once, so they want to enjoy life while they can. So they know they want to be happy. Now,
of course, everybody wants to be
holding on to certain monies and investing.
But like you said, you can't take that with you. But the only thing that you're going to leave on this earth when you die is one of your offspring. You know, there's nobody going to do anything better for your child than you are, right? There's nobody on this planet that's gonna love your child more than you.
Yeah, and you only wish you could get the same in return whenever you are older.
Think of it this way: when you retire, your kid is gonna take care of you if you took care of them when they were younger.
That ain't always true.
They should. If they don't, then they're terrible kids, and that's probably your fault.
That's like a two-way street, man. That's a two-way street on that. But a lot of that does go on. It's a rough transition, and just like you say, man, especially like I said, the younger generation that I do see, we live in the moment, and we live for what we see on TV.
That is the
I see it, I think that
very thought will be our very destruction.
I think a lot of for the brothers out here, whether if it is the guys who are seeking education or the guys that's just living in the streets, so maybe they're all doing it for one thing, which is fucking pussy, which I find it fucking ridiculous that everything you do is pussy driven. I got these rims for a bitch to give me some ass. I bought these clothes for a bitch to give me some ass. I'm wearing this cologne for a bitch to give me some ass. Yeah, I got this condo for a bitch to give me some ass. Everything's revolving around that.
Thinking about what they're leaving behind. That's all it is, and that like I said, that's going to be our very destruction. If we don't create wealth for ourselves, come together rather than try to fight with each other. Think of it this way: if nobody's going to look out for you better than your own people, and if your own people ain't looking out for you, then nobody is. You got to start somewhere, and sooner is better than later. I mean, think about BET. Think about even the black hair products that we have. Like, what is it, Dudley?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's owned by white people now. I mean, who uses black hair products? Only black people, and there's a white guy capitalizing.
Man, I thought the Asians was running that shit out of them little Chinese shops. They got out there.
Well, they do run the hair. They always run the shops, and they also get the hair from India and China.
So they weave.
I mean, you don't see nobody selling black hair to make no money. We the only ones that do that stuff. I mean, can you imagine?
There's a horse cold as hell out somewhere in motherfucking London somewhere. Hating niggas, boy. But that's the most precious person on the earth right now. The fucking horse. Can't stand Negroes, fucking niggas.
Damn, nigga.
No free ride.
No free ride. Shit.
Oh, man. I forgot you was here.
Playing on the edge sketch.
I see. But, I mean, it's going to take a lot. But that's the first thing that we have to do. We have to create black wealth in order for us to, actually come up. Truly come up. I mean, yeah, we have a few black people that make it, sprinkle through the cracks. That's the thing. We have to...
But this is the thing, man. For the folks that do try to help out their own... Mm-hmm.
Just the heads up. I know there was somebody out there thinking, well, let me get on this drug shit. Let me go ahead and get on these 8-balls. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is doing some actual soul searching, doing something that you love to do, anything. I'm not talking just about rapping and playing basketball and playing or something with a ball in your hand. I'm talking about something that you can find and do well. Find that. Find a way to make money off of that for yourself, and then generate profits that way. That's what old dude from BET did. That's what Dudley did. Dudley.
Y'all stay tuned, man. This is the Lucky Show, sold out in the building. October 1st. Y'all know how we get down, man.